Hey, how's it going everybody, and welcome back to another Fallout 4 Mods Weekly. This week we have a bunch of really cool weapon mods, the release of one of the best mods I've seen in a very long time, as well as a nice armor mod, and even a little mod from me. So let's just go ahead and jump right into it with the first mod, and that's going to be the Modern Warfare Kilo 141 by Winter. Now, we actually did do a deep dive of this thing on the channel, so if you want all of the nitty-gritty details on this thing, go ahead and consider checking that one out for all of the attachments and fun stuff that this mod has to offer. But for a brief overview, this is going to add the Kilo 141 from Modern Warfare into the game. It will not be added to the level list, instead you'll be crafting this thing at the chemistry station. It comes fully complete with custom models and textures as well as custom animations. It does have tactical reload support, meaning you're going to get different reloads depending on if the magazine is empty or still has some rounds left in the mag. This weapon comes with all of the customization that you would expect from a Modern Warfare style weapon, including a lot of the attachments available in the Modern Warfare 2019 release, as well as a ton of camos and skins to really customize this thing to exactly how you want it to look. The Kilo 141 is based off of the HK433, so if you're a fan of HK weapons and you're running some modern weapons in your load order, this is definitely a great addition for a really cool new modern rifle. Given that this weapon is an assault rifle, you can customize it with the Fallout 4 modification system to fit in just about any role. You can give it a short barrel and make it function like an SMG. You can give it a long barrel, put it in semi-automatic, and throw on a scope to make it into a DMR. Or you can even throw on a 100-round drum mag and just call it an LMG. This is a super versatile weapon, and it really fits in just about any modern load order. Great job by Winter. Moving on, we have a new armor mod, and that's going to be the Adam Jensen MD armor by TRCMods. This is going to add in the armor worn by Adam Jensen in Deus Ex Mankind Divided. This is a really nice, modern, futuristic style set of armor. If you want to grab it yourself, you can either find it in a container at the bottom of the Federal Surveillance Center in the Glowing Sea, or you can craft it at a chemistry station, though you are going to need some pretty high science perks if you want to craft it and modify it. Wearing this armor is going to give you nearly 100% resistance to rads, so this thing is going to be perfect for swimming around in the Glowing Sea. You can craft a handful of augmentations at the crafting bench that will allow you to get some powers similar to that of Adam Jensen in the game. For starters, you have Icarus Land, which negates all falling damage. You have Icarus Strike, which will negate the falling damage and send out an electronic pulse that will knock people down within a certain radius. You have the Medipump, which is going to give you a stim pack automatically when your health gets too low. You can craft Health Regeneration, which is going to make you regenerate health slowly over time. Deep Pockets is of course going to improve your carrying capacity. Tesla Punch increases your strength and adds energy damage to unarmed strikes. Mobility is going to increase your movement speed and jump height. Glass Shield will turn you invisible when you enter stealth mode. Combat Reflex will slow time when your health drops below 20%. The Cranial Augmentation will give you +2 Perception, Charisma, and Intelligence. And then finally, Smart Vision will highlight all living things. This truly is a really cool piece of armor with a ton of cool, unique attachments, basically like wearing power armor but in a much sleeker, more mobile style. Super cool one, especially if you're into the Deus Ex series. Moving on, we have an absolutely wonderful mod, and that is the Zap Gun by Gmoi. The Zap Gun is a super customizable energy weapon. This thing fits perfectly into the Fallout style. It is completely handmade and has a bunch of really cool junk parts that you can throw onto this thing that help to make it turn into completely different weapons. Much like other energy weapons in Fallout 4, you can turn this thing into a flamethrower, a sniper, you can make it fully automatic, or a shotgun, because that's just what you can do with the energy weapon modifications in Fallout 4. This mod takes full use of the different animation types, with the base version of the weapon being a bolt action with a slower firing, higher damage, but you can also convert it into a semi-automatic or even fully automatic or flamer variant. This weapon is added to the leveled list, so you'll find it out in the world on Gunners, Raiders, Minutemen, and even Super Mutants. On top of that, you can craft the weapon, and you can find a unique version out in the world. And if all of that stuff wasn't enough, there's also 3 craftable turrets with different versions of the Zap Gun. This is a really awesome weapon that's going to level with you. It'll start spawning in the world at level 3, but as you gain more perks and upgrade this thing, it gets better and better and better, and just has some really cool attachments and customizability. This is definitely up there with not only one of the best energy weapons I've seen, but one of the best weapon mods I've seen in a very long time. This is some truly incredible work by Gmoi, and I highly recommend that anybody download this. It's also available on Xbox, so if you really want to try this thing, you can. I can't recommend this mod enough, it's truly amazing. Moving on, we have the Double Barrel Rifle by ChrisLore2882. This mod is going to add a new double barrel rifle into the game, and I know what you're thinking, well wait, there's already a double barrel shotgun in the game. Well no, this one's a bit different. This one shoots 500 Nitro Express, which is a gigantic ass round that can kill a f***ing elephant. Anyways, this adds a new powerful double barrel rifle into the game with custom models and textures, what the author refers to as partially custom animations, and it also has some leveled list integration so you can find it out in the world. When it comes to that leveled list integration, you will find this weapon primarily on higher level raiders, specifically raider bosses, as well as at vendors. So you're not going to be finding this thing too often, which makes sense. This is a pretty rare rifle. This rifle does have a bunch of customization options as well as some visual options. It does add its own ammo type into the game, which can be crafted in the chemistry station. That's going to be those 500 Nitro Express rounds. There is also some mod compatibility support, so this does have support for Horizon as well as Caliber Complex. And altogether, this is just a beautiful weapon mod. For those of you that are fans of classic weapons with wood furniture, this is definitely a good fit, and it adds a really new, interesting way to fire lots of damage. This thing is going to be more of a ranged rifle than a shotgun, and it's going to spit out a lot of damage. However, it's not going to be as ranged as, say, a sniper rifle. That being said, whereas a sniper rifle you may need to bolt the next shot, with this one you get 2 shots that you can fire rapidly. So if you really need that extra bullet to take down a large piece of game, then this thing can do it. Of course, you're going to have to reload after that second shot, which helps to balance it out. Definitely a really cool weapon, and I'm happy to see a 500 Nitro Express in the game. Really, really cool. And then our final mod that we're taking a look at, we actually did a video on yesterday, and that is going to be Dax Combat Rifle Remesh by me. Of course, I had to slip my own mod into a Mods Weekly. It's been a dream of mine, and I don't intend to do it all that often, but I had to take advantage of it once. This is going to be a simple remesh of the combat rifle, just to make it feel a little bit more unique from the combat shotgun. It's nothing special, nothing crazy, just a little remesh to make it feel a lot better than it did in the vanilla game. While the combat rifle and combat shotgun are supposed to be made out of a lot of the same parts, I feel like the combat rifle just needed to be a little bit different. So this is going to completely replace the receiver, as well as a couple of the stocks with custom meshes and textures, which means that it's not going to be compatible with retextures, but that was kind of the goal. I wanted to match the vanilla style as much as I could for compatibility's sake. And since this is just a remesh, it will be compatible with any mods that add new attachments to the existing vanilla weapons, including my upcoming vanilla attachment pack. The reason I released this separately is because I wanted to give the players choice as to which replacers they want to use, as there are some other replacers for the receiver of the combat rifle. This way, when you use my attachment pack, you can pick and choose which one you like, so that you get to have your absolute perfect combat rifle. And with that, we bring this video to a close. I hope you guys enjoyed the mods that I showed in this video, and if you want to try any of them, they will be linked down in the description below. As always, try the mods out. If you enjoyed them, endorse them, show the authors some appreciation for all of their hard work, and if you enjoyed this video, drop a rating. Subscribe if you haven't already for more videos just like this, and I hope to see you in the next one. Peace! And really quick, I'd like to make a shout out to all of our patrons. Your donations are greatly appreciated and really help to support the channel and videos just like this one. So again, thank you.